Let me start with something that might sound a little uncomfortable. Every time you buy a stock, there's a good chance you're not competing against another person. You're competing against AI. Not just one AI, thousands of them. And they're faster than you, smarter than you in some ways, and they don't make emotional decisions. Now here's why this matters for your wallet. If the game has changed, but you're still playing by the old rules, you're going to lose money over time. Not instantly, but slowly. And most people won't even realize why. So in this video, I'm going to break down what's actually happening right now, how AI is changing investing behind the scenes, and what you can do to stay ahead instead of falling behind. Let's talk about what the market actually looks like today, because it's very different from what most people imagine. A lot of people still think the stock market is driven by news, company performance, and human decisions. And yes, those things matter. But what's really happening under the surface is this. A massive amount of trading is now done by algorithms, not humans. These systems are scanning price movements, news headlines, economic data, even social media in real time. And they're making decisions in milliseconds. Think about that for a second. By the time you read a headline and decide to act, an AI has already analyzed it, traded on it, and moved on. You're late before you even start. And this creates a huge shift, because now the market is not just reacting to people, it's reacting to machines, reacting to other machines. It's like a completely different game. And if you're a regular investor using a basic app on your phone, you're stepping into that arena. So naturally, the question becomes, can you actually compete? And the honest answer is, not directly. You are not going to beat AI at speed. You're not going to beat it at processing data, and you're definitely not going to beat it at short-term trading. That's just reality. But here's the part most people miss. You don't have to compete with AI on its terms. You can change the game. Before we get into how to do that, let's quickly understand how AI is actually being used in investing right now, because this is important. The first big area is stock selection. AI can scan thousands of companies in seconds. It can look at patterns like earnings growth, revenue trends, market behavior, and correlations across industries. Things that would take a human days or weeks to analyze. And it can do that continuously. So instead of picking a few stocks based on limited information, AI can evaluate the entire market all the time. The second area is timing. This is where AI really dominates. It can enter and exit trades in fractions of a second. It can react to news instantly. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't second guess. And in the short term, that gives it a huge advantage, because in trading, timing is everything. The third area is portfolio management. AI can constantly adjust risk levels, diversification, asset allocation based on what's happening in the market. So instead of setting a portfolio and leaving it alone, it's always being optimized. Now, when you combine all of this, you get a system that is incredibly efficient. And that's the problem, because the more efficient the market becomes, the harder it is to beat. This is why a lot of people feel like, no matter what I do, I can't outperform. And they're not wrong. It's not just bad luck. The environment has changed. But here's the good news. AI has weaknesses. And this is where you still have an edge. AI is amazing at speed, data, patterns, but it struggles with things like long-term vision, human behavior, and unpredictable events. AI reacts. Humans can think ahead. So the first big advantage you have is time. Most AI systems are focused on short-term opportunities, small price movements, quick trades, but they often ignore big, long-term trends. Things like major technological shifts, changes in society, new industries emerging, and those are the areas where massive wealth is created. So instead of trying to outtrade AI, you can simply zoom out, think in years, not days. That alone puts you in a completely different game. The second advantage you have is understanding people. Markets are not just numbers. They're driven by human behavior, fear, greed, hype. AI can analyze sentiment, yes, but it doesn't truly understand it the way humans do. For example, think about hype cycles. A new technology comes out, everyone gets excited, prices go up fast, then reality hits and prices crash. This pattern repeats over and over again, and if you understand it, you can position yourself ahead of it. The third advantage is flexibility. AI systems are usually trained for specific strategies. They're optimized for certain conditions. But when something unexpected happens, they can struggle. Humans, on the other hand, can adapt. You can change your strategy.